Hello, everyone. This is Trust the Process, back at it again with another discussion. And in this discussion today, I'm going to talk about patience is a virtue. Now, in this world we live in right now, with technological advancements being a thing now, everything being more accessible than ever before. You can get things at a snap of a finger, at a drop of a dime. If you want your food, all you have to do is just open up an app, make a quick order, and boom, you will have your food in maybe the next 10 minutes at most. And with everything being accessible and easy to access, people kind of lose the value of being patient. Because as you look around, you see with that value being lost of being patient, nobody's willing to want to work for what they want to achieve. Because having everything so obsessive, everything at your fingertip, having access to all these different things, it makes people disinterested in wanting to work for anything, because it creates this mindset of instant gratification. I want it now, immediately. But in reality, something that you really want, something that you really want to achieve, you gotta work for it. And that hard work takes time. It takes patience. And that's why being patient, even in this modern world where everything is very fast paced, it's very important still. It's still a very important aspect to life. Being patient is a very important aspect to your life, and it helps you grow. Because sometimes when things going so super fast, you have to take a step back, analyze the situation, analyze the circumstances, slow down a little bit, and just actually, get the opportunity, in the phrase, to smell the roses, right? Because certain things are not going to come to you quick, fast, in a hurry. For example, and certain things that does, not necessarily a good thing. Let me give you an example. If you're a person that just makes money instantly like that, you just get it, you don't really value it as much as another person who went out and actually worked hard for it. Now, money is a tool. I'm going to talk about that in another video. Money is just a tool. You shouldn't put too much stock in it. Yes, it should be a priority to a certain degree, but at the same time, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't worship money. Money shouldn't be your God. No. But for a person who actually takes the time to work hard, be patient, and let his work and his merit speak for himself, sit back, and he has a patient mind about his success coming to him, that guy is going to value all his achievements, all his accomplishments more than the guy who just rushes into anything and he demands to have everything that he wants immediately. And he thinks he get it, but like the old phrase go, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. The phrase patient is a virtue, is something that, though it may seem lost, it still holds a lot of weight, due to the fact that certain things require patience. For example, Another example will be when you're working out. The goal of working out is to get in better shape. That's the overall goal. It's not an overnight thing. Everybody's body is different. Some people have a high metabolism. Some people have a low metabolism. Some people gain muscle mass at a rate that is different from others. But at the same time, though, you got to recognize it's not necessarily about the destination, more so the journey, because it's about the grind. It's about putting in the work and seeing the progress and feeling a sense of, feeling a sense of admiration, feeling a sense of exhilaration as you see yourself getting better, improving day by day, step by step. You have a sense of pride in a good way, a good sense of pride, not blindful pride, which is something I'm going to talk about next time. But you see, when you're patient and you and you work hard and you focus, right? Focus on what you are doing, and you take the time to realize, hey, some things are not going to go my way today, but in time, if I keep my head up, my head held high, if I keep working, if I keep grinding, if I keep hustling, things will come around. And it does. It pays off. But all you need is patience. That's all you really need. Patience, positive mindset, and a good work ethic. If you don't do that and you just rush into anything, you will make mistakes. And you don't want to, and then in certain cases, you don't want certain mistakes you don't want to make, because it can drastically alter your life if you just immediately rush into something that you was never prepared for. It's like in martial arts, you just don't become a black belt instantly. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes discipline, it takes maturity. That's another thing people are not going to tell you nowadays. Patience breeds. The level of patience that you have also showcase your maturity. If a very patient person comes around, guess what? That person will showcase a level of maturity more than a guy who's always impatient, who's always demanding, who's always wanting something immediately. Patience equals growth. Patience equals maturity. If you are a person who has a patience of a saint, trust me, you can achieve new levels of peace, happiness, serenity, tranquility, all of that good stuff. And not only that, you can harness the energy from being so patient into elevating your work ethic, elevating your grind. Because patience teaches you how to sit back, take the time, and just wait. While you're waiting for the results, you're working towards the results at the same time. It's not just a waiting. Of course, you still have to put in the work. It's not just a waiting pattern. Patience teaches you while you're waiting. You're just improving step by step, day by day, every chance you get. And remember to trust the process as well.